The To Be Determined Show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Motor Fast Eddie Layne as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com.
The views and opinions expressed by the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, are of my own and no one else, nor do they reflect Beyond Ringside. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, so that can mean only one thing. It's Wrestling Wednesday, the To Be Determined Show live beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com, as well as ProWrestlingRadio.net. Joining me is my producer extraordinaire, the hostess with the mostest from coast to coasters, the Magic City Motor Mouth Fast, Eddie Layne. Eddie, how you doing?
You know, if everything sits on a Ritz, I'm going to call them out on that, because I can think of about 5 girls who just couldn't cut it.
And we're being joined live in studio. You know him as Mr. PrimeTime, the big DP3, Donnie PrimeTime. Donnie, how you doing this evening?
Doing well this evening, Wicked. What about you, brother?
Donnie has a snot rag over here. It is pollen season, ladies and gentlemen, in the southeast. Yeah. And Alabama is killing it. And also on the line, we have a man who has many monikers, but we call him Wrestling's Mamma Jamma, Charles Zanders. Zanders, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I figured you would go with the uncharismatic one, but I appreciate that.
No, we're breaking kayfabe.
Yeah,
so
come on, man.
Oh, sorry.
I'll make saving for a minute.
Zordon. A lot to cover. This is WrestleMania week. A lot of people that we know are in Orlando, which is where we all should be, but we're not. Charles is a little under the weather, so Charles, hate that you're not in studio, but we're going to jump straight into it. Charles, what happened Saturday night against Mike Posey?
Obviously, O'Hagan is about to stick his nose in business, and I got the short end of it, so I don't know. I mean, you're just going to lose concentration sometimes. I guess that's what I get for being young. Is the answer you're looking for?
Yes, that's pretty good.
Well, I gotta do me a favor. I gotta Wick.
Joshua O'Hagan trying to help you out.
Wick, I gotta argue something, because according to O'Hagan, if he ever sticks anything in anywhere, nobody gets the short end of anything.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Now, I was confused as to why Joshua O'Hagan would help someone win the title from you that wasn't one of the heathens. That was really confusing, but I digress.
Yeah, you would have to ask him about that. I mean, you're his manager now. I mean, surely he's got a good explanation for it, because I don't understand it either.
I don't either. Neither does Donnie, and Donnie wasn't even there. Donnie was in Indiana.
I was in Indiana.
Tell everyone about your Indiana experience.
Oh, I had a IWA Mid-South tryout Thursday night. Went up there with my feature attraction partner and wrestling homo sapien, Britt Jackson.
Hold on, every time you mention him, we have to go.
I told him I was going to give him a rib tonight if I was on here, dude. But yeah, man, we went up there and tore it up and got invited back for the Saturday show. And Britt, due to his restraints, his work restraints, was not able to go. But yeah, man, went up there and just traveling and killing it. Something Charles Zanders should be doing.
Kill yourself.
Well, I mean, if you have chicken legs.
Yeah, right. Are you going to tell them about your experience with death matches?
Basically, I've come to realize that I'm not as tough as I ever thought I was. I'll stick to my prime jitsu and flipping and asking what time it is, but the moment anyone ever wants me to get a light tube busted over my damn head, I will quit this shit. End quote.
Yeah, death matches are not for everybody. I promise you that. Donnie figured that out firsthand.
John Wayne Murdoch, I'll go on follow to say, is a fucking killer, though. That dude's a fucking beast.
Yes, he is. I've worked with him before. He's an awesome guy.
I think we've all worked with Murdoch at least once. As I call him, the Pale Rider. His nickname I gave him. When I got to manage him at Pro Wrestling, yay! Pro Wrestling, everybody. We all our paths cross at some point, or at least they should. However, let's talk about you going all the way up to Indiana, and word made it all the way back down here Sunday that you fucking tore it up there.
Oh, and me and Britt, man, we had this. We just went in there. We've got good chemistry, man. He's one of my better opponents, man. He's just he is the snake to my mongoose, or the mongoose to my snake. I don't know. I'm not good with animals, but
so one of you eats the other.
But we go up there, man. We tear it up. Just have an incredible match. Now there was a point, and that crowd is brutal. We got in the ring, and the first thing that they started chanting was, "Fuck this match! Fuck this match!" If I did not just listen to them shit on the previous 6 matches the exact same way, I would have probably cried in the middle of the ring, but I knew what they were going to do. So then we proceed to lock up, and we do our little spot, and then we break away, and they go, "You fucking suck. You fucking suck. You okay." We do a spot where Britt powders, and they start chanting, "You're a bitch. You're a bitch." We get to a spot where those ropes are probably a good 5 inches higher than Pro South, so and Britt not working for so long, especially not working a good match in so long, goes get tossed over him, and he kind of stalls for a minute. So I see he was about to try to come back in and try to go over it, and I, knowing the crowd would immediately react and shit all over that, I just dumped him. When he wasn't ready, I just grabbed him by the foot and just tossed his ass. When that happened, his foot got tied up old school Jake the Snake Roberts style between the middle and the top rope. So he's hanging from his damn foot on this ring above concrete. These fans are laughing their ass off, man. I'm like, dude, if we don't fix this, we're going to be the match that fucked up. So when the ref finally gets his foot down, I do a springboard steamboat chop after I walk the rope a la Elix Skipper, my original PrimeTime. Miss it. He cracks my back open on this back cracker to the corner of the apron, and that's when they know these guys can work, shit's getting real, and we're about to see a fucking wrestling match, buddy. So we go on, and Britt's putting the ass whoop to me, hit the comeback. He goes for his finish, which is a Walls of Jericho variation. We get to the ropes, come back in. Britt, who has never taken a German suplex bump in his life, I don't think, took the most beautiful fucking dragon suplex I've ever seen, landed on his top of his neck. I thought he was dead. The crowd starts chanting one more time. Me, I just figured I was going to hit him with a tornado palm strike and take it to the house. By the end of that match, for the fans to start off saying, "Fuck this match, you fucking suck," by the end of this match, we got a fucking ovation, fellas. I'm telling you. They fucking know who PrimeTime and Britt Jackson is.
Good.
As well as they should. Charles, let's talk about your match against Posey.
Okay.
Can I add something to the Posey match, though? I think what you guys are missing, I think I understand why Joshua O'Hagan came out. Everybody hates Charles Zanders.
Yeah. Oh, thank God it's coming.
If Charles Zanders was in the ring with AIDS, you would help AIDS get the fucking victory, man. That's just how fucking much people hate Charles Zanders.
Yeah, no, that's
I love you, buddy.
No, it's true. I'm okay. No, I understand it.
Does Donnie know that you're a babyface at GCW?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Everyone knows it.
What it is Charles is so damn good and so good looking that people just fucking hate him. It's just hard when you're looking at.
I've got kind of a cunty face. I kind of understand that. I've got a face that everyone wants to punch. I don't understand why.
I've always told him that. The first night I met him, he was in the audience at Pro South. I was running into my match. I didn't know he was a worker. He fucking starts immediately giving me shit because I'm in my little frilly cheetah print shit, pale white with a fucking gut. Charles sees me as an easy target and just starts roasting me. I'm like, who the fuck is this frat boy sitting in the front row fucking giving me shit? He comes up after the damn match and goes, hey, man, good match. I was like, what are you doing? Who let the mark in the fucking locker room, man? He goes, no, I'm a worker. I'm just fucking with you. I'm like, oh. Still to this day, there's people that
I was that guy. I was that guy.
So take us through your match with Posey.
I can't remember it that vividly. I fell on my head a couple of times. Man, it just... What can I say? We had a wrestling match, and a bunch of crap happened. He decided to get out of the ring, talk some shit, and I wanted to chase him all over the building, but he's a pansy and didn't run all over the building like I wanted to happen. It was a weird match. Me and you've talked briefly on it, but it was a really weird match. It wasn't one of my fonder moments.
Did you get to rap?
No, I did not get to rap, unfortunately. Eddie wouldn't give me the mic.
Say what?
Charles Zanders get on the mic.
Eddie wouldn't let me have it, man. He gave it to P-Dog.
Wick told me not to give you the mic because you can't cut a promo, therefore you can't rap.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, but Wick's been telling me, I've been paying attention. See, every time he says that's how you cut a promo, I've been actually paying attention. I've just came up with screaming into the thing so far. That's all I've gotten. Like, just screaming, Charles Zanders, that's how you cut a promo. That's my promos right now.
Shit, I'll yell at somebody else's match. I don't give a shit. But after the match, we had a kind of a confrontation with some marks. Tell us about that.
Did you hit the show?
Yeah, no. It wasn't much of a confrontation. I just kind of... It was more... it was more during the... I didn't hear that. I never heard that. I wish I would have heard that, though. I just heard the hit the showers by some guy with a beard, I assume.
Maybe
but, I've dealt with them. I used to be those people, man, I'm telling you. And that's why it doesn't affect me. It affects me when they start shitting on other people's stuff that don't deserve it. But,
Okay.
And they don't know what they're talking about. That's the main thing is, like, if you don't know what you're talking about, why are you talking?
Wick, you want to take this or you want me to?
You go right ahead, sir.
Okay. Allow me to introduce to you two different factions that were there Saturday night to the right side of the walkway. One is Mark Mabo Bowman and Tunzi Adam Coffey, affectionately known as DXL, long before there was a clothing store. They are two of the most discerning wrestling fans that you will ever meet in your life. Passionate about the business. They don't care if you're face or you're heel. Impress me, fat man. That's the extent of it. And they can tell, for having been lifelong fans, when somebody doesn't look like they're giving everything they've got in the moment. The other section, the heel section, Brooks Logan, Clay Burton, Charlie Baker, Wallace Wad, Josh Hand, and other people who have been in and out of the ranks of the heel section. They are heel fans first and foremost. Now, if they will come after you verbally, but none of the names that I've mentioned would ever do anything stupid like uncle, brother, sister, cousin from the month previous. They just love to verbally lambaste and see if they can get under your skin. Why? Because they're having fun. Especially if they don't know you or they know that you are young in this industry.
Yeah.
They try to get in your head. Regardless, by any means necessary. But I say the same thing about them that I say about DXL. They are passionate wrestling fans. If they weren't passionate one of them would not have fronted the money to get a 60-foot by 40-foot tent, rent a ring, bring me in to run sound and announce. Wick, you were on that show. JP Magnum was on that show. The Brawl to Settle It All. It was the epitome of a circus tent backyard show with a whole lot of fun attached to it. That's how passionate they are. They fronted the money for the show. 6 kegs of Bud, 4 kegs of Bud Light, and 2 kegs of Michelob Light. 2. But, sorry, bronchitis is still kicking my nuts. But in all seriousness, they will try to razz you. And if you respond like they're winning, that's like giving blood to the sharks. So I've understood. I was there. I promise. We traveled to crappy shows. We've been out there, and we were heel fans. I understand. Look, man. I was there, so I feel for those guys because I was there. But the difference is I realized really quickly that if I really cared about the business and really wanted to make it better, I would get off my lazy ass and do something about it.
Boom.
And passionate fans or not, I mean, opinions are one thing, but like, obviously, I really didn't expect all this to happen. Like, I really didn't. And I talked to Wick, and I talked to several other people, and I was like, look, I didn't want all this to, like, blow up like it did. It was hilarious that it did. But, you know. Well, I did get the word back that that all the guys did feel that they overstepped boundaries by doing what they did on somebody else's timeline. It should have been done on theirs, and you should have been tagged into the conversation on that. So I do have it. And that's fine. And yeah, and that was never like that. My first complaint, all the way through it was like, go call each other. It's you 3 guys that are blowing up my phone. Like, I don't care. I mean, my first post was call each other, or better yet, just get your own crap. If it's such a big issue, you should have seen the old GCW message board. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been like, even if I'd have been tagged in it, I could have realized like, oh well, this is irrelevant. I'll unfollow it.
Well, the GCW forum is no longer around.
It went bye-bye. Thank God.
Here's my point on that. I don't fucking like Josh Hand. I don't fucking like Wallace Wadd. I don't fucking like any of them. I like Brooks, and I like Clay. That's the fucking extent of it. When they got on my fucking timeline and fucking started talking and critiquing matches when they're a bunch of fucking marks, I let it go for 203 comments. And just like Joshua Hagan said, hijacking. You're on the wrong fucking plane.
Right.
And I can, Donnie talks shit about Charles. They're friends. I give Charles shit, but you know what? I paid my dues. I busted my ass
too. I mean, I feel like it's an equal thing. I don't feel like anybody is like, there's no bullying. It's not a like one-way street on any of us.
You're exactly right. Like going to Mississippi and splitting the car ride, even though if you're not booked.
Goddamn. Yeah.
I mean, that's what. To go on my post, knowing that I had Joshua Hand blocked for like 4 years, and then jump on mine, dude, that is a fucking cardinal sin.
I have a question real quick. Is Joshua Hand the guy that can get you booked places? Is that one guy that's saying? Okay. Eddie's laughing, so Eddie knows. The only problem I had with that whole shindig is, for one, they're critiquing one of the best professional wrestlers in Alabama. I'll say that, and his ego will get fucking huge, but the kid's good. Charles is really fucking good. They're critiquing him.
Oh no, I was thinking more of Micah, because I saw a lot of
the Micah shit was brutal.
Yeah, like shit that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's, I mean, you don't know. Like, my biggest thing with fan forum pages, and I understand this is just part of the social media we live in, but I hate it, is these fans are commenting on shit that they don't know what they're talking about. Like, and I understand WWE has a problem with it, and it's always going to be present, but like it just because it's there doesn't mean I have to like it. So it's always like, fans, like, if you go to a movie, like, yeah, I know, but these are kind of movie critiques are something that's not as big as what pro wrestling critiques are. And mainly it's just because I guess it's such a small family and everyone's so butthurt about pro wrestling because we've been for so long it's not cool. I hate the fact that everything just has to be so negative about pro wrestling. That's why that's why so many casual people just don't care about it anymore. It's because it's just so negative. Like the whole industry, like this whole cutthroat era, like I feel like it's bullshit. It's absolutely terrible. And it's not, if you want to be part of the show, which is what they said they wanted to be, build up guys. Don't tear them down. If you want to be part of something that is going in the right direction, that kids can enjoy, that we can drive into markets and say, hey guys, come watch this. This is fun for everybody. Not just fun for 4 people, not just fun for one person. If Peanut was a persistent enough problem to where fans were like, I don't really want to cheer with him because this is awkward, then I would have an issue with him. The thing is Peanut's not doing harm. He's doing good. I mean, kids get behind him, oddly enough, and but there's just too much negativity. There really is, and it really, that's what pisses me off about all of it is I'm a positive person and always have been, and I refuse to let that kind of negative shit float around me without me saying something. And I believe that in my personal life. I believe in all of that. If you're not positive, you'll get out of my life.
Only he could cut a promo like that in the ring.
Yeah, right?
So Angie's back. Angie, your thoughts on that?
I thought it was all disgusting how they were critiquing everybody. I had a special problem with the way they kept referring to Brooklyn Creed as being arm candy. And, excuse me, she's put in her time and effort in the ring as well. So for them to just passingly call her arm candy and, and...
she'll beat the shit out of all of them.
Shit show.
She will beat the shit out of all 3 of those guys.
Legit,
and not have a problem with it. She's mean as shit.
I kept waiting for Dan Sawyer to pop in since they were critiquing his show. Nothing.
No.
It was fun to me. Just
I know, me and Donnie had a blast with it.
Oh, yeah, dude. I had the time of my damn life, Just remember, it kind of got under my skin when someone who hasn't put a dime into being a professional wrestler called me a greenhorn. I'm like, so are you a vet, my man? No. But, other than that, and the guy was like, yeah, our opinion can make you or break you. It's like, okay, well, I'm cool with you now. Tell Vince to send my booking info,
That was really good, too, by the way, Donnie.
And then after Angie
I've had fans tell me this before. It's not the first time I've heard this.
Hey,
I'm telling you, I rolled with...
If you leave, you're not going anywhere? Didn't make you go, you leave here, you'll never get booked anywhere?
Oh, and it's not just promoters. It's legit, I've had other guys like these guys tell me the exact same thing. Like, oh, you want to get in good with such and such fan, he'll be too booked. I doubt it. I really doubt it. If I can't work a lick, then they're not going to book me whether I know Jesus Christ. I mean, they're not going to book me. It's a show. They're trying to make money. Why would they bring shitty talent on?
That's exactly right.
So,
you'd be surprised.
Well, yeah, but then again, those shows generally don't stick around too long.
I've been work for 3 years, kid.
Well, but
Eddie,
I don't know. It just, I appreciate. I mean, I didn't want, because I was there. I was legitimately like, if they would have taken it on somewhere else, I would have not called them out for making all those statements. Like, if they would have I really didn't plan on this being as big as it was. Like, shit, personal message me. If you want to talk crap, do it over a Facebook, private message. We'll talk all day. But, you don't need to drag people through the mud.
Well, my thing was the post that they all jumped in on. It was not meant for anything like that to be on. In fact, I'm about to read you the post right here on the radio. It was put up, and why they jumped on it, I don't know. And by the way, Elmer Bowman, you're a piece of shit. So
I don't think he's listening.
I don't give a shit, old motherfucker. You go suck a fucking candy, put it in a young woman's mouth somewhere else. I'm just saying.
Almighty.
Impeach state creeper. It says, now here's the post. I was shocked when it was revealed the Violent Gentlemen were the third team of the JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament. If you do not gain respect for their outing in said match, then you do not know wrestling. It's true that we, the Heathens, Joshua Hagan, Logan Creed, Brooklyn Creed, and myself, were triumphant. However, Scott Morgan and Aid Andrews showed the wrestling world why they have bright futures in our business. Give these gentlemen some shades. Emoji with sunglasses. That is the vulgar truth. 245 comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my favorite one was Rob's saying 10 comments are about the only thing worth reading. Like, that was my favorite comment. Like, that was easily the best comment that was on there.
But it boils down to that was not the post to jump on.
No.
And then start critiquing everybody.
You were at work.
Start critiquing everybody and starting taking shots and tagging each other back and forth. They went on until about 12:30 Sunday morning, or Monday morning, excuse me. Back and forth, and then it stopped. And then all of a sudden, I get a message from Angie saying that they went after DP3 and Charles. Y'all, you don't go after those guys.
Nope.
And
so,
I
was a little shocked.
When I got home, I jumped on the thread and shut it down. And then they waited 47 minutes and then jumped back on. As soon as I was done, and what's funny is, like, I started tagging people, putting people over in the thread, just trolling them. And that's how you troll in our business. When you see something like that, you see somebody that's tried to hijack your thread, you start tagging other people, putting them over, because everybody now is going to start to get notifications. First person hit me up, Francisco Gatso. Next person, William Hamilton. Next person was James Lopez.
Joseph Woodruff.
Yeah, Joseph Woodruff. Guys from Hawaii started jumping in on it.
Yeah.
Nobody had anything to say until it got quiet, and they wanted to jump back in. But the nail in the coffin was when they started talking about Orion Bishop. Do you realize if I'd have tagged Orion in that, first of all, he would have went ape shit. Second of all,
when it came through Facebook, it killed everyone.
Second of all, I don't want that motherfucker showing up at my house pissed. I've seen him pissed, and I'm blood with him. He'll kill us all.
Incredible Hulk.
When the apocalypse happens, there's only two things that are going to last: cockroaches and Orion Bishop.
Keith Richards.
No.
Keith ain't going nowhere.
No, that was one of my.
Like he's been everywhere.
That's one of my least favorite Robin Williams jokes. So that's why I substituted Keith Richards for Orion Bishop. However, I digress.
Keith Richards is a robot.
He is a robot.
Although that 2009 concert from AC/DC in Buenos Aires I saw the other day, AC/DC can probably go past the zombie apocalypse too.
Angus is still kicking it, dude.
Damn
Malcolm
right.
looks terrible, though.
And Brian was still nailing it. Concert was filmed in Buenos Aires in 2009. It was released in 2011. Saw it the other day on Access. Dude, I'm sorry. Over 60,000 people in that venue. When they were moshing on the soccer field itself, it was the epitome of the term "a sea of humanity."
Well, there were a lot of people at that rock festival. They were just there, and I think they were one of the headliners.
As well they should be.
But the headliner was Slipknot, so I'm good with that. That was
He's
your
a
main
decent
event.
Slipknot. That'd be such a damn badass concert, dude.
Yeah, we would pay money to fly to that.
Oh, God, yes.
Yes.
We missed out on that. So we're going to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, don't go anywhere. DP3, Charles Zanders, Angie, Eddie, and myself will be back. We're going to talk about the main event itself right here on the To Be Determined show.
Get it?
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motor Mouth, Fast Eddie Layne, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
The To Be Determined Show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Motor Fast Eddie Layne as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, beyondringside.com.
And we just found out the Eddie Layne Babytron. The To Be Determined Show live Beyond Ringside Network as well as BeyondRingside.com. Now, the main event, Charles, you were there?
Yes.
The Heathens. I told you. I said it was going to happen. For the 5th time in 7 years, I led a different tag team to the JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament Championship. And your GCW World Tag Team Champions, the Heathens, Logan Creed, the Extinction Level event, Logan Creed, and Darth Hagen. Eddie,
do you get an asterisk? Hang on, do you get an asterisk put next to your name considering you had a different tag team at the beginning of it?
No.
I think so.
He won.
Whoa, bro.
Oh no, dude, you're Barry Bonds in my record book. You don't get it.
I'm smelling some sour grapes, Charles.
I will tell you this: no manager has led more than 2, so I'm just stacking on that record. Any thoughts on this match? Because you were there, sir.
I will say it like this: I had a lot of fun calling that match, and I give. Brace yourself. This is not blowing smoke. This is real. I give all the credit in the world to the gentleman who was side by side with me doing commentary on this match because of the fact that this past Saturday night was probably the best timing that Dan Sawyer and I have had in a long time behind a microphone. Whose jaw was that just hit the damn ground?
We all hung ourselves.
No, I'm legit when I say that.
Samurai ritualistic suicide.
I'm being real when I say this. In all sincerity, let's put the world in proper perspective. I had a lot of fun calling that match, and being able to watch things transpire and watching Logan become Extinction Level Airlines. Just thought of that a minute ago.
That's a T-shirt, dude.
Right.
I was hoping Joshua Hagen would put his hand up like Free Willy.
That'd be great.
ELE Air. But no, everybody had something. Everybody had something unique that they brought to the match, and I'm sure everybody took something different away from the match. Bone, Prowler, or as Wick likes to call him now, Nightbone. Which sounds like a damn mini series on the Playboy Channel, or on Pornhub. Whoever knows whatever that is, I don't know. I just hear what it's called, but I don't do that crap. From there, Shut up. To O'Hagan and Logan Creed to the Violent Gentleman. This match, you normally have a triple threat match that genuinely showcases one team. This had to be one of the most balanced triple threat matches I have seen in quite a while. And especially when it comes to tag team matches, I say the same thing about more than a triple threat or a four corners tag match as I do about a scramble match. It's either going to be absolutely glorious or a glorious cluster bang. I went overboard on the F-bombs last week. I'm putting myself in timeout. But okay, we'll go with this one. Cluster cluck. There you go. I like that better. It was a really good match. It was a solid main event for probably 9/10 of the promotions around the southeastern U.S.
Make that 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a main event anywhere.
It could main event anywhere. You're absolutely right. Like I say, and that's why I have my cam footage, and I actually went back and watched it again. And I love the fact that y'all were able to get the footage from TJ about air, extinction level air. That was just a thing of beauty. If he'd have had the balls to actually pop the flip, that would have been the consummate tope con hilo. He got the suicide dive. He just didn't do the flip to pop the tope. Oh, and by the way,
tope, bro?
Say what?
I said, do you even tope, bro? That's what Ray Mysterio said to one of the guys in AAA. This guy could not hit a fucking suicide dive.
Well, see, the original tope con hilo is actually the suicide dive with a flip, and people have mistakenly put the non-flip version of it as more than the tope. No, suicide dive tope is one thing. Tope con hilo is a totally different animal. This is the classroom, kids. Oh, and by the way, for the record, the reason why O'Hagan stuck his nose in your match, Charles, is very simple. He respects Mike Posey. He is not okay with you.
Yeah, well, I respect my Posey too. I mean, I should have known underhanded tricks, but I mean, I'm not okay with O'Hagan either, so that works out well.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope it's a rivalry out of respect, but if it's not, I'm okay with that too. I'm cool with the fight.
Remember what I told you during an interview before you had the match with O'Hagan and won the championship?
I remember that interview, but
you are where O'Hagan was years ago. He's never going to be the biggest dog in the fight, not unless he's in midget porn. People discount him because of his height. But when the bell rings, just like with you, people discount you because of your height. That's why the middleweight division is perfect for you right now. Right now, he says. Josh was able to transcend that middleweight cruiserweight role and become a multiple-time GCW heavyweight champion. The man's held championships, the primary belt, and the middleweight belt or cruiserweight belt in a number of different promotions. He sees that same thing in you. He'll never admit it, but I know O'Hagan. He sees that same thing in you. And it's not a case of you're going to steal his shine or you're going to take his spot or anything of that ilk. He is going to make your life a living mortal hell to make you earn it. Because his rule of thumb is, same as mine. Only thing I'll give you is a good swift kick in the ass when I run your ass out the door unless you're willing to turn around, man up, and fight. And that's what he wants to see. Zanders, stand up and fight.
Yeah,
I disagree. Yeah. The middleweight division is where Charles needs to be. I think he needs to go after Micah Taylor.
Love you, Wick.
Why not, Eddie? Let's hear this.
Chicken legs.
No, chicken legs. I can easily deadlift 4 or 5, if not more, easily.
How much can you calf raise?
I can calf raise like 40 pounds. But But that's not the point. You and I both know that, Donnie. Lifting is not the point.
Bro.
I know you are, but I mean, honestly, what's keeping me away from Micah Taylor? I feel like I could easily. Anytime there's been someone in my path, I've shown up leaps and bounds. It's when I get stagnant is obviously the problem.
Okay. That would be like me going my third year in radio saying, bring me Casey Kasem. See what I mean?
I understand that, but would you learn from that scenario?
Depending on how,
guys, out of Chael Sonnen's book, and if you get a microphone put in front of your face and you don't call out the number one guy every time, then you need to get your walking papers right there.
But
Absolutely.
you also have to understand you need time to grow.
Understood.
Have you seen Charles's chest lately?
But he can pitch a Buick.
Yeah.
He is a Buick.
I bet he could pitch the heel section.
Nah.
No. I don't do that much weight.
Okay, Wick, let me ask you a question. Is there a manager better than you?
Than me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. There's other
I
great
agree.
Though.
You're modest. You're very humble.
Jeff Bailey, Reverend Dan. I mean, I learned from Jeff Bailey and Reverend Dan. But you know good and well that in this industry you have to have ego. And eventually, as we saw with Dylan Cook and Corey Hollis, that's a bad scenario. Never mind. Fuck that. Yeah, look at Charles Zanders and Ace Haven. Good call, Donnie. One's to Marty Jannetty, the other's to Shawn Michaels. And we all know which is which.
No, we don't.
Makes Amy Scary Sherry.
Ow!
Hey, that's not bad. Sherry was badass.
Sherry was one of the coolest individuals that you will ever work with in your life.
So is Amy.
There's only one
With
Sherry.
my coolness, I'm definitely not cool. I'm nowhere near cool. So
Bullshit.
Donnie's cool.
Wick, you hate hearing this more than anything else. Admit it, dude. You're the cool heel.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
You know, too sweet me?
Don't too sweet me, bro.
Too sweet me, bro. Too sweet me.
Yeah. Speaking of
I
another
don't know if
team
y'all
that won't
remember
make
the last time somebody Wicked was really upset the fact that anyone considered him a tweener. So being the cool heel, he is not going to stand for it. Eddie, I don't like fireballs. Please do not tell him he's the cool heel.
What's he going to do? Throw a fireball at me? Shit.
He might.
And for
He'll
those of
throw
you,
a fireball at me, and you are the one doing all of this. I'll end up catching a fireball for it, or an overhand chop.
no, he'll turn around, he'll throw the fireball at you and look at you and say, "That's what you get for letting Eddie cut your promos."
Yeah, exactly right. No, whoa. Wick knows what has coming for him. He's got a strong grocery receipt from that overhand chop. Oh, we've had this discussion. There is no promos.
In the ring?
At Peach State during the melee.
Yeah,
Okay.
overhand
Ace Haven
chop.
grabs Charles Zanders.
Oh, no.
And we're breaking kayfabe. Charles says, "Wicked, get me." Charles's dumbass thinks I'm going to punch him with his arms behind his back.
You didn't want that either, dude.
Yeah.
That's Donnie.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
No, I've heard.
Punches me. It's about breaking my fucking nose. And I'm like, Wicked, what are you doing? Are you mad at me?
And I like Donnie.
Shit.
And I don't want to these are like my kids. What the hell?
He goes, oh yeah, I don't work punches. I should have told you when we went up there. I'm like, it would have been nice to know.
Black belt.
Honest to God, I don't think I could have with both hands put a big an imprint on Charles's chest as Wick did. With
Yeah,
one
it
slap.
stayed there it almost made it to the next show. If I'll have y'all know, I almost had it going into GCW.
Oh, wow.
Or no, that was, yeah.
Well, my
I
mother
almost
was
had it
happy
going to
about that. I'll let you know.
It happens. I mean, he knows what he's got coming for him.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Woody.
How old is O'Hagan? Not trying to be a douche here, but how old is O'Hagan?
I really don't know the answer to that question.
Has he found the fountain of freaking youth? Bro?
Yes. Him and Christopher Daniels both, by God.
Yeah. I'm 27 years old, and I never, today's my birthday. Shout out to myself. I'll put myself on.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
But that dude, it doesn't appear like the way he wrestles and the way he's still being a workhorse and still putting on consistently the best match or any card he's a part of. He just doesn't seem to be slowing down. Charles, that's kind of a dangerous opponent for you to be going after, me amigo. But
I'm okay with that, man.
It's not a stepping stone, man. It's a proving tool, bro. And I seen you go. That dude's a freak athlete, man. And you win a 2 out of 3 falls match, and you got him, man. But don't get complacent, man. That dude's a
That's my problem, is complacency. And I will give O'Hagan this. He pulls the best out of me, but he pulls the best out of everyone. That's why he's valuable.
As far as it goes...
But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Eddie.
Donnie, as far as it goes with Josh O'Hagan, I will now quote a line from one of my favorite songs in rock history. The song is by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's Mary Jane's Last Dance. The line is, "You don't slow down, you never grow old."
Touche. Because that's the way O'Hagan lives. He's a fast-paced kind of individual.
I mean, I may be...
balls to the ball, man.
Look, I may be...
By the way, Angie, is he not 43?
No, he's not 43.
How old is he?
We're the same age.
I know.
26?
Can't ask a woman to give her age out on air, Charles.
I know that. I didn't ask. That's why I said O'Hagan. I know she knows.
No, yes.
You could just see
Joshua and Hagan and I actually went to high school together, and we've known one another for 25 years. And we are 40 years old.
Okay, that's right.
He told me
I'm
that.
sorry.
He was lying.
Yep, that's the truth.
I was like, you're like 30 at tops, bro. You're my age.
Yeah. That's the true story.
Donnie, you're 30?
Be 70.
Probably.
Logan Creed.
He's 27?
No, he's 31.
I say that while I'm wearing my official Logan Creed Heathen shirt over here.
That's all right.
He damn sure is.
You know, that's one thing.
I love you.
You know, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to do this. If I'm approached at the next show, I will be offended because I know everybody on the rosters is going to hear this. Do you know that I have never been approached about a Violent Gentleman t-shirt or a Heathen shirt?
I'm sorry, I paid for mine.
I was going to. Dude, I have no problem buying t-shirts. What the fudge?
Well, actually, the Violent Gentleman sold out at Pro South and at.
You want to take a break?
No.
No, that's his.
Oh, okay. Eddie,
very few things.
T-shirts. ProWrestlingTees.com /primetime. 3 options available.
And I'm actually
15% WrestleMania weekend.
And
my boy Eddie.
And I am actually working on Beyond Ringside t-shirts.
Well, hey, let me know, dude. Like, I'm a indie wrestling t-shirt connoisseur, if you will.
Oh, mine's going to be simple. And I actually had it on my personal page for a while. On the front, it's simple. The new red and yellow Beyond Ringside logo with wrestling MMA or Wrestling Sports Radio underneath. On the back, #HellDamnAss. You have to listen to get it.
Yay!
Hey.
I like it.
Speaking of shirts, Charles Zanders. When can we expect that Charlie Z shirt to be out?
I can't.
I'm working with a t-shirt company. I'm working with a t-shirt company because it's a very, very, very good design that I don't want to misrepresent at all. But it's Damien Tsarion. Shout out to him. Actually gave me this idea, and with TJ's help, we made this dream a reality. This is something that as you know, I don't have t-shirts, and I've been holding out because I want it to be the perfect t-shirt, and I feel like it.
That's just that option.
You have got to see these Donnie Primetime t-shirts.
They're official as a whistle, bud. I'm telling you. I don't know. I threw on this Heathen shirt though, dude, and I got 7 people's phone numbers, man. All these crazy looks at the gym. And I think I deadlifted at least 100 pounds a day. I'm a beast.
That's more than Logan's ever deadlifted, by the way.
Dude, look. Never mind. Charles,
friends, we are here today to mourn the passing of Charles Zanders because he just got under Logan Creed's ass one too many times.
I am going to say this about Logan, though, man. He is one of the most selfless people when it comes to this industry that I've ever met, especially when it comes to someone that is 7 foot tall and that can, no pun intended, throw his weight around like he can. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Fortunately, or unfortunately, because I haven't got to work him, I've never been on the bad side of him, which I'm hoping changes pretty damn soon. Just saying, Charles, you need a partner.
Hey, I definitely will hit Britt Jackson up if I need a partner.
You knew where I was going with that. Yeah. Touch, baby.
Yes. I still have my bow tie, too, on the dresser. Yeah.
Britt Jackson can still fucking go. He's lost like 20 damn pounds. He's almost got abs.
Damn.
His chest is still as hairy as ever.
Dude, we all need primetime shirts, I'm just saying.
Dude, go to www.protees.com/primetime tees. It'll show you up the whole page, bro.
God almighty. We're going to have to put this on the To Be Determined Show fan page. I'm just saying. Get those out there.
Dude, I had some broad from New York buy 10. Never been in New York in my life. And I get an email, and it's like, in deposit, $70 into my PayPal. I'm like, that's the coolest shit ever. We're like browsing. It's like, this jabroni looks cool. Let me pick up 10 of these shirts. Or I like what that means. Maybe her name's Primetime. I don't know. Shout out to the random woman in New York.
There you go.
Much love for
You might have a
Primetime.
twin. You might have a twin.
Bender's alias. He just, you know.
There you go.
I do. I have a fake account in New York. My Swift bank account. I'm the 1%, Donnie.
I'm definitely getting one of those fucking Charles Zanders shirts. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now.
Yeah. My
It's
wife
gonna
still
be
all my
awesome.
damn shirts, dude. If I ever catch her in my Charles Zanders shirt, there'll be a divorce that follows.
Well, she'll have a. Yeah, I was about to say it would kind of not be good. A good
I don't
reflection
care.
on
My
y'all.
kid's gonna get one of those shirts. He's gonna wear it to preschool and be a fucking G.
I want one of the Nirvana shirts. I'm just saying.
What?
The Nirvana shirts. He has a design with.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
that
made
one's
that
still
yet?
pretty far away. No, that's gonna have to be a far off. We've got several ideas that me and TJ are shooting back and forth at each other, and it's a lot of fun.
If there is not a Xander Zoolander shirt, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
No, I had worked on that one for a little bit by myself, but
Dude, he pitched this entire beautiful fucking gimmick to me. I'm a mark for it. I'm like, dude, you gotta do this. He's like, yeah. Oh, man. If you ever get
that blunt, was like,
if you ever get Charles Zanders to talk about textbook Charles Zanders, that's a gimmick. No, and it's not Zoolander Charles. Textbook Charles Zanders. It makes the genius look like, second rate.
Oh, God.
That's
So-
Mr. Textbook.
Mr. Textbook. There it is.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Also, what is the lotion, the suntan lotion where the dog's pulling the baby?
Yes. Copper
Oh,
Tone.
Copper
Copper
Tone,
Tone,
yes.
yes.
Thank you.
That's another one for you, Charles.
Except it's got to be me pulling your underwear down with my teeth. Or Britt Jackson.
No, it's gonna be Jack Lord. I know who's doing it.
Oh.
Wait, would
hey.
Mickey Henry be too far? Would Mickey Henry be too far?
No, not at all.
Fucking this nigga,
I was thinking of the Nirvana one. You know how the baby's got like a dollar bill in front of it? Maybe you can have the GCW World Championship in front of you, the heavyweight championship.
There you
No,
go.
no. Apparently that's so far out of my reach, Eddie.
You know what? It's not out of Britt Jackson's reach, though. Britt Jackson's a
It
true
isn't.
heavyweight. He's got the legs of an angel.
In the legs of
Oh,
an
God.
angel.
We went there.
Oh, my God. Well, he just did the invisible touch, and
Yeah.
he hasn't done that in
I had to do the visible touch every time we
a
mentioned
good long
Britt.
time.
He won't come out to the invisible. Dude. Funniest fucking story for me I forgot to tell you guys about. So we're going. Britt has finally got the most perfect song for him to come out to. It fits the character he's going for. It's I Want It All by Queen. Well, and I'm thinking this is the most brilliant song. We're in the car, and Chris Henry tells me, he goes, Dalton Castle basically uses that same damn song. It's they did his own version of it. It's called Dalton Wants It All. Sounds the exact fucking same. Britt was crushed, man. He was like, oh no.
Damn.
What am I gonna do, Donnie? I'm like, I don't know. There's 2 million songs out there, Britt. Throw a dart.
Throw a dart.
Or better yet, just come out to the visible fucking touch, man.
Thank you. He should always come out to that.
He should.
Always, forever and ever.
He could have shit the bed when he came out. But
Yeah.
he was over with Wicked from day one on that. And
Yeah,
Eddie hates
I
him.
turned
for it.
around and I was like, baby, Bill Collins, it's Bill Collins. We lost him.
I want an Eddie Layne shirt. where it has Josie and the Pussycats, but Eddie's all of them.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Or what if it was Kiss? Like Eddie and all members of Eddie.
You need therapy.
What'd you say?
You need fucking therapy. Oh, shoot.
Hey, Eddie's a fuck.
Well, for those who didn't keep track, I managed to make it 1 hour into the show without dropping the first one, but I did make 4 fecal references. There you go.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like to have like the Kiss or like a Kiss shirt
No,
with
I
you
think
as all
Kiss
members
would
of
be
Kiss?
really-
Like, dude, like what? He's got Star Child of him. He's on commentary, dude. He's got Gene Simmons. He's in the ring as general manager, man.
Yeah.
Just like the whole setup of Eddie.
I think
Trivia host over here on the side.
Yeah,
Karaoke
I was about to say,
Mongol on the other one.
which one would be the karaoke?
That's got to be Star Child, dude. It's gonna be Paul. The cat, the drummer.
Chris.
Yeah, that could be him on the damn on the
Where's my kid
podcast.
when I need him? He was obsessed with kids. He knows all of them.
And for the record, the link for DP3's Pro Wrestling T Store is now up on the To Be Determined Show fan page, as well as
Eddie.
what?
This is why you make the big bucks, Eddie, and Charles doesn't make anything.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you'll be
Chicken legs.
next thing you know, you'll be big enough to sleep with Paige.
Jesus H. Christ, that's brutal. Yo. So real quick, you ever notice this? Charles has this aura about him that no one ever says a bad word about. He got one bad review from Larry Goodman like 5 years ago, it seems like. Since then, everyone has always put Charles over. So the first time some nerd on the internet critiques him, I could just see Charles like just at home crying, throwing up in the bathroom, lighting his gear on fire that he just bought. He's like the crying. You're
I just
such a
lit my
dirty
phone
girl.
on
Put your
fire.
dirty makeup on. Chicken legs.
I went and did squats that day. I was just screaming my legs to grow.
But me, Britt Jackson, and the Violent Gentleman, we got so much damn critiquing that we started at one point in time going to make a stable and call ourselves the Unbookables. And Charles was over getting booked everywhere simply because he's Charles Zanders, and we're just trying to follow his coattails and maybe pick up a scrap booking every now and again. And fucking Charles is like, Unbookables, can I be a part of that? Shut the fuck up, Charles. Shut the fuck up, Charles. You're out of your element.
I just want to be cool.
Then the Violent Gentleman pull up this shit, and Britt quits on me, and I'm fucking just like, well, I'll travel by myself, jackasses.
No, actually, you were like, I'm going to totally reinvent myself. Fuck you, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
And then you go
everywhere.
to Indiana and all these other great places.
Yeah, I've traveled more than any of them, but around here, there's no more buzz than gets around Charles Zanders. That's why I'm excited to see.
See, I don't get this. Donnie shits all over my popularity, yet he's all over the country.
Dude, you're like the
grade
step
A
kid.
bull
If I
crap.
come home and tell you how good you're doing, you're going to be a little bastard. So I have to constantly put you down. You know,
Yeah.
got to keep your ego in check because no one else will fucking do it for you.
Well,
Except those
yeah.
that's why they're over with me.
Donnie, Charles, by the power vested in me by the state of Alabama, I now pronounce you.
Yes.
I'll
You're waiting.
I'll finish that
Bum, bum, bum.
after the break.
Whoa.
It's a cliffhanger.
Da, 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 da.
Who shot JR? When we come back, we'll find out who shot JR. Right here on the To Be Determined Show. We are live, ProWrestlingRadio.net, BeyondRingside.com.